on there yet, so I'm going to look on the Facebook and see. We're live, guys. Okay. I should say, like, Crystal on Facebook, it even looks like that's your bare baby belly.
I'm wearing a shirt, I promise.
So, we're here tonight. We want to talk about planners, organizers, calendars, and all the things that keep you organized as a parent or just a human being so you can spend more time with your kids. This is not sponsored in any way. I bought one of the planners that we're giving away because it's something that I really love, but one of the planner companies did give us a bundle to give away to you guys tonight. But we just wanted to kind of talk about it. We're in this group of people who write on websites, also sometimes known as bloggers, and about 2 years ago, I asked everybody about the Erin Condren planner. It might have even been 3 years ago at this point.
It was a long time ago.
It was a long time ago. And this exact same thread keeps like popping up every 3 or 4 months. Anytime there's like a planner meme or a new planner that someone discovers, we kind of push it out there and talk about it. So, this is Crystal. Crystal runs a book blog, and do you want to tell everybody the name?
Yeah, my website is called It's Fundamental. You can find it at itsfundamental.info, and I write all about children's books and what you should read with your kids.
And this is Stephanie. Oh, also Crystal runs our Facebook page along with me. She's the one that does the majority of the posting. And she does a great job with that. When people are responding to your comments, it's typically me, but Crystal helps me out with that as well. And this is Stephanie Black. She is Indie Homeschool Mom, or Indie Homeschool, but she's the mom behind that. If you're a blogger, everyone thinks you're a mom blogger, so you have to put mom in there. So, but she also contributes homeschool content for the Indie with Kids website. And do you want to tell people where they can find you on Facebook, Twitter?
Sure, yeah, it's Indie Homeschool.
Super easy.
IndieHomeschool.com.
It's going to come up. I'm kind of off screen here a little bit, so I'll move in a little bit. But all right, so we have a lot of our personal stuff to kind of show you tonight. We're going to give you a glimpse into what we like to do. Oh, hey there. So if you have any comments below, kind of tell us how you organize and run your life. We welcome that. And we're going to take some callers later to win those cameras. So lots of people saying, woo, Indie Homeschool. So the phone number, if you need to call, go ahead and write this down. We'll tell you when we're accepting calls is 317-763-2489. Write that down so you have it. I know the last time the biggest complaint was that people couldn't remember the phone number. We couldn't get out there quick enough. So, I guess, why do you plan even? Do you use a planner? Is that something that you do in your daily life?
I do. I actually have 2 planners. This one is strictly for my website to keep track of what's getting published when. And then this one is the important one because if you're a mom, you not only have to track your schedule, but track everyone's schedule. And the reason that I plan is because if I don't, we will forget things and miss things. So in here is everybody's doctor's appointments, everybody's sports, meetings, school stuff, church stuff. It's all in here. Work due dates, everything's in here.
What would happen if you lost it?
I would have a panic attack.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
We would just never get anywhere. Because we just stay home. I don't know.
Yeah, tell us about your planner.
Well, first, I never planned until like 3 years ago. And I would forget everything. And my mom kept saying, put it in your phone, do something, because I would miss everything.
Yeah.
So finally, like 3 years ago, I won a planner from some giveaway. And I barely used it. And now I'm finally, like 3 years later, starting to actually depend on it. And now I'm kind of scared. Like, we're so in love. And like, what if it leaves me?
Yeah, it's so true.
Yes. So I also have 2. I have the blog, the one that's just for the blog, and then the one that's everything else. And I would definitely be lost without it. It's everything. It's food, it's budgeting, it's life, it's meetings, it's...
It is. Those are good points. If you guys out there are planners, I want to know in the comments, what would you do if you lost yours? What would that mean for the state of your life? So I know that I started planning about 3 years ago. I've always sort of had a calendar, but I always lost it or just forgot to check it. That's kind of my biggest problem. Even now, sometimes, oh, I was supposed to be somewhere and I know it was on my calendar, but I forgot to look at it the night before. So yeah, just trying to get back into the groove of doing that, especially because it is a new kind of year for those sort of things. So we have, Megan says she'd freak out if we lost to Jennifer, so she'd stroke out. So, yeah, being dramatic. So I think that's one of the like downfalls of using a paper planner, something that's not backed up in the cloud. Like, there's no cloud when it comes to these things. So I think that that's my biggest problem, and life would probably grind to a halt, and I would be panicked and try to piece my life back together if I lost my. I try to keep. If someone says, okay, Katie says I have a digital backup of my paper planner because if I lose my paper planner, I lose my mind. Erin says I plan an Outlook calendar. So smart, Erin, smart, Katie. So yeah, I did actually some very important things where if they were gone and I didn't know, like remember them, I did snap a couple pictures on my phone, which is backed up in the cloud. So that was kind of my smart move. So. Oh, the Cozy app. Have you guys used that? COZI.
I have tried it, and it was really cool. I just don't stick with the digital planner, and I don't know why. It just, for me, something about the physical act of writing it down helps me remember.
Okay.
So, but I think that the app is really cool, and I'm sure it's really useful for people that work that way.
Yeah, and Megan says there is something about a paper planner. It's so true. I was totally digital. But again, I didn't check it, and now I am a lot better about checking it, and it's really fun. So this is the Happy Planner, which is one of the ones we're giving away tonight. This will be my second year.
I'm so jealous of it.
I'm not
so
even
boring.
like one of those. I want to go take a fancy writing class, so like write like those like Planner girls. But I use the Happy Planner, and I basically use the monthly view. I don't know if, let's see if I can show that off any better here. I use the monthly view, which is like a normal calendar, to put all my appointments in, like when I'm planning ahead. And then in theory, at the beginning of every week, I sit down and I gotta find one where I made it look pretty. I got this a little bit late into the year. So I'll sit and I'll make it look pretty for the week. Oh, okay. And then when you get really addicted, you start buying these stickers, which are too expensive. Like, I would never pay $7 for a sheet of stickers for my children. Okay? But yeah.
But you know, you won't have to peel those off the walls, or
as long as they don't get a hold of
right.
them. Yeah. So the Happy Planner is interesting in how it like comes out. I've noticed it starts like in July usually and goes through like the following June. But this Christmas at Costco, they put together a bundle, which we're going to give away tonight. I'll show it later. And it's a 2-year bundle. So I bought that even though I still had 6 months left on my current Happy Planner. And I think it was like $25. So we're talking $1 a month, and it came with stickers. It came with 2 years of calendars. It came with highlights, it came with pens, and it came with washi tape. Have you done the washi tape thing?
I haven't.
Okay, yeah.
We're so
You're
crafty.
No, I'm not crafty. That's my problem is like some people draw that stuff in. Like I have to use stickers and tape, and they're drawing it in. So another one that I started using this year. This is the Blue Sky. We're giving this away today, and this is my sample one to show you. And you can get it personalized. Steph, show yours. Yours is personalized. And you said yours was plum paper.
Yeah, mine's
That's
plum
where
paper.
I started. I love plum papers. And you got to pick, with plum paper, you get to pick when your calendar starts. So let's say you don't get your stuff together until April. Like, you start yours in April or May because it takes 6 weeks for them to print it. And it's super personalized. You get to, like, decide what goes on the columns. I know one year I put, like, dinners, and then each kid's, like, name was one of the columns, which my 2-year-old doesn't have a very big social schedule, so that was really dumb for me. I should have just made one column that said kids. So that's like the most personalized that I've ever seen as far as planners, and I love it. This one you have to personalize with the cover, which was so cute. You just put your name, you picked like the color and stuff. And then on the inside, It has the tabs, which is really nice. It has the monthly view, and then it had this like really nice weekly view and a weekly to-do list. But then you got to personalize it further and choose some additions that went into the back. This thing, there's so much to it. Your weekly menu, and look at this. Monday, breakfast, lunch, dinner for the week of, and then your shopping list.
Oh, that's nice.
So yeah, that's what I'm loving about this. There's something about every planner that I love, and so like you can't really just stick with one. Like they all serve different functions. They all have like great ideas. So it's really hard to like.
Yeah, it
pick one.
was really hard for me this year this is my second plum paper. And I was having a really hard time committing to doing the same one 2 years in a row because I was so scared after I ordered it, I'd want something different.
It's true,
But-
and you have to wait 6 weeks for it to get there. And so you have to like plan. You have to put in your planner 6 weeks in
Exactly.
advance. Like order your next planner.
Well, and if it's even earlier, if you wanted to start in January, because everybody's
True.
ordering them, so you have to order by like October or something.
That is
Wow.
insane. Yeah, I
It's a lot of
remember
commitment.
when I first ordered plum paper and they said it'd take 4 to 6 weeks to print. I was like, okay, right. You know, I'm so used to Amazon where you know, like it shows up a day before it said it would get there. So no, it was 4 to 6 weeks. It was 6 weeks actually to the day, if I remember. So no stickers for you guys, huh? Oh my goodness.
Not because I don't want them.
It's
I just
because
I
they're
haven't
$6 or $7 a sheet.
Right.
Well, the Blue Sky Planner comes with some stickers in the back. You kind of pick, that's part of your customization as far as my stickers from mine. So it was kind of fun. So we're giving away one of these tonight, and you will get a promo code on Monday to type in, and this one did not take 4 to 6 weeks because, like I said, it's basically personalized, not as like intense where they have to print every page with your customization on it. So I loved how fast and how quickly this came. So we'll give away one of those tonight. Actually, should we give something right now? Yes. So
Let's do it.
tell me, this is one I haven't studied. Tell me about the bullet journal because I'm wondering if one of these might work. People who bullet journal for scheduling.
I have something similar to a bullet journal that I kind of keep my to-do list on, and I've done bullet journaling a little bit. Some people get super creative and artistic and like make gorgeous layouts and track everything in a bullet journal, like every book that they're gonna read and the movies that they watch and everything that they're gonna do every day. Mine was really just a list that had a date in the top and here's everything I need to get done today. So you can go very fancy or very basic, but yeah,
So you could use a spiral notebook.
you could use a spiral notebook. I used a composition book.
Okay.
But yeah, something like
So
this would
okay,
be
so
great.
we have, this is a set that we'll give to you. This is called the Bark My Words, so it's lined, and then the note plaid. This is Vera Bradley, and we're going to give it away to whoever gets through first. 317-763-2489. Let's see. We'll see if anybody calls. I know last time you guys all got sent to voicemail immediately because all of you tried to call at once, but there's only 17 of you watching right now. Who's going to get through? So, and also go through some of the comments. Oh, Gretchen wants to learn about bullet journaling. Glad you're covering it. We're not covering it a lot because none of us are actively.
Yeah,
really
I
doing
would
it.
say.
Oh, here we go. Let me grab
Okay.
this call. All right, I have to remember which button to push. All right, you are live on Indie with Kids. Who are we talking to? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Hold on. Bear with us. We're going to get you on here. Who are we talking to? They hung up. Call back. They came through and they hung up. All right.
While we're waiting, I will say bulletjournal.com is a great place to start, and then YouTube has approximately 8 million bullet journal videos. There are bullet journal Facebook groups. Like the people that are into it are into it. So there's
It's that way
tons of
with
stuff.
all of the planners.
Right.
Like, and like, I find myself watching these YouTube. I'm like, what am I seeing somebody plan their week out for? Okay, here we go. Let's see who this is. Hey, you're live with Indie. Who are we talking to?
Hey, it's Gretchen.
Hey, Christian, who wants to learn about bullet journaling?
Yep.
Awesome. Well, we have just the thing. We're going to send you the Vera Bradley and notepad and the other one, Bark My Words. So it's so cute. It has these little Scotty dogs on it. So would you please send me a private message with your name and address?
Sure. Thank you so much.
Yeah. So tell us, what are you doing right now with your planning and calendaring? How are you keeping track of your life?
Well, I have a desk calendar at work, and that's about it.
A desk calendar at work. Perfect. So this is one. These are so cute, and they'll fit into your bag, your purse, your bag, whatever stage of life you're in right now. Unless you're one of those people that gets to carry a tiny little purse. So.
No, that's not me.
Oh, perfect. Well, I hope you love them, and thanks for tuning in tonight.
Thank you so much, ladies.
All right. Have a good night.
All right, you too. Bye.
Bye. Okay, so that was Gretchen. We just gave her the Vera Bradley set, and it's very cute. I have a set myself. Actually, this is my set, but I'll send you over a new one. So, all right, Gretchen. So, let's talk about like a visual thing for your family to see their schedule. Is that something that you do in your home?
Yes, we have it in our schoolroom. We have 2 months worth of dry erase grid calendars. So the kids can look and see, okay, today we go to this class, or today we have this field trip, or whatever. And it's so helpful. They're 9 and 11, so they're older than
Right.
your kids, but it gives them such an independence, so they can look at, usually they like to look the night before and be like, okay, do we have anything to do tomorrow? And then they know if they have to get up early, how early they have to get their schoolwork done before we leave, that kind of thing.
This is like exactly how I picture homeschooling, but even more organized.
Yeah.
Like, no, I feel like I have to get up early. Can we sleep in?
Oh, yeah.
I don't know. But that's awesome. So it's visual. Do you draw little cute pictures or anything? Oh, your husband says we really do that.
The kids will draw little pictures on they'll argue about whose turn it is to draw, if there's a birthday coming up, then they'll draw balloons on that day, or a Christmas tree for the month of December and things like that. So they take care of the pictures more than I do. I am very much
I like
not
that. They're
visually
participating.
artistic. Yeah.
Katie says she lives for dry erase calendars. Okay, so if you could tell everybody what you see in this room right now, I have 3 4-month planners dry erase right now. That's not for our home life, that's for our business. But yeah, 3 of them. I not only am I addicted to Amazon, where it was very easy to order them, but I'm addicted to knowing what the year looks like, and I have to have that in front of me. And it wouldn't look the same online. I mean, it's just something about being tangible. So, Crystal, what do you do?
We don't really have a family calendar. I love my husband, but he wouldn't use it. And my kids are 6 and 7, so I still kind of run the calendar. But in my planner, this is my Mead planner from Target. It's very exclusive. And I don't have stickers or washi tape, but I have highlighters. And so everything has a different color. So church is blue, my work deadlines are yellow, appointments are green, kids stuff is purple. And so because I am the master of the family's calendar, I can very quickly look and say, oh, the kids have something today. And when my husband reminds me that he's working late, I can put that on there too. But
That's awesome. That's awesome. Okay, so we just started this, 4 months ago, and you'll see that I'm not very good at it. So I didn't even get to it until the 14th or the 15th of January. But we hang this up on our wall right when the kids kind of walk in from school. It's just kind of like our entryway, and just kind of planned out what we're gonna do. I also put our little dinner notes on there so that they know what's for dinner. I have one kid that can read, but this is very exciting. So I try to draw little pictures. They rubbed off a little bit while sitting here, but skate night, I drew my best attempt at a roller skate. We're gonna go to a fairy trail tomorrow, so I drew little fairies. So choir, when they have speech, different things like that. And so as they learn to read, hopefully I'll get better at doing this each month. but and then I kind of put like what we're gonna have for lunch and breakfast, and this helps me with my shopping. Still learning, and also I try to draw an Italian flag, but it's the Mexico flag. So no judging, vertical, horizontal. I got the colors right. So, but that's what we do in our house, and it has Velcro on the back. But it's one of those things where, I mean, as you can see, I'm addicted to the dry erase whiteboards. I keep thinking, like, if I had a second one, I could start it the month ahead, and then I would want, but yeah, it's like a really, really bad endless cycle. Okay, so Katie says, have you seen the new, I think it's pronounced New Year calendars? They're gorgeous wall calendars. NEUYER.net. I'm going to click on it just to kind of see what she's talking about. Because no, Katie, we have not seen the New Year calendars, but we'll kind of see what those are. A friend of mine has this like wallpaper that's chalkboard, and she has it on her kitchen wall. And I thought it was so cool, and she even has the lines on it, or maybe it was even chalkboard paint, I don't remember, she has the lines on it, so nice. And she's got it there. Have you guys seen that? Is that something you would do?
I'd love to
It's so
see
simple.
that.
It looks so simple, but yeah, it's just the.
If I could get it high enough that my kids couldn't touch it, then it would be perfect.
Right, but then I can draw pictures, like, and you wouldn't be able to reach it eventually. They're gonna be big. Oh, those are really pretty. So yeah, wall calendars. It's different from, I don't know. It looks like it's probably the whole year on one. So New Year, if you want to check that out, NEUYEAR.net. So those are pretty. I personally still am a fan of the chalkboard idea.
We have a big, it's about the size of the 4-month marker boards, but instead of a board, it's like a wall decal, like a peel off and restick
Yeah,
wall
I've seen
decal,
those.
and then you can plan out your now it just gets scribbled on because again my kids found it.
Right.
But I like that it's really easy to move around, and maybe we'll find a use for the kids to actually use it for something productive.
Yeah,
in the next.
it's a good way to learn about the days of the week. Oh, here's something that I ran into, and I want to know your thoughts on it. Calendars that start on a Monday versus calendars that start on a Sunday. This was a start on a Monday calendar, and I had to cover it up because I kept getting really messed up.
Yes.
So tell me your thoughts on that.
Oh my gosh, I hate it. I feel very strongly about this because I've been, doing a lot of research for the blog and stuff, and some calendars start on Monday, and I think it's Sunday, and then it's the whole week confused, and I just want everything to be universal.
Yeah, everything needs to be, that's my thought.
Yeah, I agree. And for us, generally our Sundays, we have pretty much the same routine. So I kind of like having that to start my week. Like, okay, we're going to get up, we're going to go to church, and then we have, swim, and then that's
Right.
it.
Right.
So,
It's weird because my mindset, I feel like Monday is the start of the week and Sunday's the end of the week. But I mean,
but I need that ramp up.
I know. Yeah, I know. It's just so like it seems like everything revolves around what happens during the week. So it sort of makes sense, but yeah, everyone hates calendars that start on Monday. Rachel says she made her own calendar from Walmart photo frames and paint chips. I've seen those calendars with the paint chips on Pinterest, and they're so cute. So, Rachel, if you're still listening, did you keep the glass in them so you could write on it? That's what I'm kind of picturing here.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, almost
That's
like
a
it's
great
dry
idea.
erase. So, another thing, and I don't have any with me right now, and I know we're going to talk about it a little bit later, but so the dry erase markers typically come, they're like fine tip. So I've still found those write too large to fit into there. So I started looking online, get the ultra fine tip. They write like a ballpoint pen. I mean, and they come in just as many colors.
And they'll still erase nice and clean.
Still erase nice and clean, just as much as any other would, depending on your surface. So ultra fine tip. Actually, I'm gonna leave a link for you guys. I looked this up beforehand because I really am a believer in these now. And just so you know, this is an affiliate link on Amazon. It does not charge you anymore, but it does support my calendar if I have it.
Do you guys use special pens in your planner? Like, do you buy cool pens?
I do, but my kids have taken all the like clicker parts off of them.
Yeah.
And so I have to like literally push down on what's the ink thing to make them work. And I don't know why they've done that, but somehow they get a hold of them.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think, this might be my drawer with them. No, this is my candle
I
drawer.
started the year with a bunch of I love Sharpie pens, and so I bought like the beautiful rainbow color pack, and I've lost about
Don't they
75%
bleed
of them.
through?
No, they don't.
Mine have bled through unless I use washi tape.
Yeah. So as you guys can see, everything written for the next 5 days is in blue ball pens. So I tried, but
And the Sharpie is the ultra fine.
oh yeah, there's
like
the super fine.
really
Yeah.
super fine, ultra fine. Yeah, Sharpie pens, ultra fine. Yeah, so Sharpie and dry get ultra fine. Okay, so I'm thinking, and I think everybody online might agree with me, let's give away the Blue Sky Planner. I'll grab it for you. Just to remind you, Blue Sky Planner. You can order this online. It comes pretty quickly, and we'll get your promotion code out to you on Monday, and you'll order yours online. And I'm trying to think what all they said came with. Let me see if I can read my writing. They'll give you, where is that? It'll be personalized, and you'll get to pick from either their planner collection, their notebook collection, or their calendar collection. I don't think it was all three, but you might be surprised to find that maybe it is like, because they said a bundle, so maybe it's one of each, which I don't even have that, so I will be forever jealous. So the number you should call if you'd like to win the Blue Sky Planner is 317-763-2489. And if you have already won tonight, you cannot win again because we want everyone to have a planner.
Sorry, Gretchen.
No one, yeah, I singled Gretchen out there, but this is for the next prize too. So no one needs more than one planner, but you can.
So, okay,
we have a let's see, it's ready. Hit answer. All right, you're live with India Kids. Who are we talking to?
Hi, this is Annie.
Hey, how's it going?
It's good, how are you ladies?
Good. So, are you already up there, or are you just excited to get started?
I'm trying to get started. I have been researching it a little bit, and I just need to get a little bit more of a handle on my schedule. So I'm really excited to watch your live video tonight and possibly win something.
Awesome. Well, you are going to love this. Like I said, you get to personalize it to, like, there's the grocery list was my favorite. You might find some other ones. The shopping checklist is amazing. I'm kind of looking through it right now. The daily schedule kind of lines up, and these are tear out pages too, which was really nice. There's I chose the water consumption chart, which is across the bottom. You're supposed to get 8 glasses of water, so you can check them off as you go throughout the day. I mean, there's not anything this planner won't do except for personally clean your house. So, but it might get you more organized to clean your house. So I'm so excited that someone who's just getting started wins this. So if you would private message me your email address, we will get you in touch with a woman also named Katie from Blue Sky Planners on Monday.
Okay, sounds great. Thank you so much, ladies.
Thank you. Hey, and Annie, if for some reason you don't hear from me Monday, because I'm going to write it in my planner, but if for some reason you don't hear from me, please message me again.
if you have to message again, I'll remind Katie.
All right. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Have a good weekend.
You too.
All right. So we have one more planner to give away tonight, which we'll give away pretty soon. Something else that we kind of touched on was meal planning. So are you guys, either of you, like really into meal planning?
I do it sometimes. I'm not super great at it, but I try.
Yeah, I'm the same way.
I was really good until I got pregnant, and then
Crystal's pregnant,
Yes,
everybody,
I'm
and that's her belly. And
yes, I'm
Okay.
wearing a shirt.
She is wearing a shirt, not a bare belly. But in the dark, coming up the walkway, it totally, look at this fashion that I thought she was wearing. I was like, wow, this is going to be so entertaining tonight. But
So then for about 4 months, everything sounded disgusting, and my family was left for the
yeah, we're the fly. Totally.
Yeah. So we're just now getting back to it. So slowly but surely we're planning more recipes. I'm a big crock pot
I was
person.
going to ask that.
Shout out to Recipes at Crock
And does anyone have an Instant Pot?
Not yet.
I just got one.
Oh,
Did you get
that
it? Okay,
is-
awesome. It's on like an
Yeah.
Pot version, so I have time for everybody. With 2 different kinds of products. I was gonna say meat.
I will say, and one little quick pitch for recipes.crock.com. We do our shopping and our meal planning based around what's on sale. So like chicken is on sale at the grocery store. Guess what? We're having chicken that week. And the site recipes.crock.com, there's a section that breaks down all their recipes by protein. So if chicken is on sale, I can click on chicken and look at all the chicken recipes and figure it out. And
Yeah.
or beef, pork, whatever it is. So
We use the site at least twice a week.
Yeah.
And whether it's for planning, which I write a lot of things down, but I don't necessarily make them. I don't know, I feel like sometimes you do go into survival mode.
Right.
And I mean, especially being pregnant. But if you could have planned to be pregnant and had the budget, wouldn't it be cool to like made all those things ahead and you could just toss them in the crock
Oh yeah,
pot?
I have big dreams of making a bunch of freezer meals before the baby comes and that I can just put in the crock pot. They're probably just dreams, but
I've had those dreams for 6 years.
and 5 babies.
I bet if anyone does it, it could be Stephanie. She seems like she can do freezer meals.
I do freeze meals.
I knew it. I mean, yeah, that you
I get
totally-
so excited because I'll go to the Sam's Club and then I will cut up all the meat and
Okay,
like,
well now
wrap
you
all
know
the
what
meat.
to get me as a baby.
Yeah.
I cut up all the
So true.
peppers and I get so excited with my Ziploc bags all lined
Oh
up.
my god. Okay, I'm gonna just throw my mom under the bus here. My mom used to rinse out Ziploc bags, like, to reuse them, and so, like, I don't do that, but I have a very big problem with using them, just because I still have that, like, fear that we're gonna run out of Ziploc bags, and I don't know, maybe a little bit's about the environment, but mostly it's about we're gonna run out of Ziploc bags, and so the freezer meal thing, that's the only thing that holds me back. So I tried Tupperware, not like real Tupperware, but the fake Tupperware, and it gets frostbite, it's frostbite on it or whatever. Freezer burn, that's the word.
Oh, yeah.
Freezer burn on it, and we have not even popped the wine, and I'm stuttering. So, oh yeah. So Jennifer says she did a big freezer meal at the end of her pregnancy. She recommends you check out Pinterest. Annie's excited about her planner. And yeah, so lots of stuff going on there. You guys can all join in the conversation. If you actually have a great freezer meal that would be easy to make ahead, go ahead and leave a link for us down in the comments, and we will pass those. Okay, Kate says she freezes stuff in mason jars. There are a lot of Katies online here. There's a lot of Katies here. So she freezes in the mason jars, and I have frozen jam in the mason jar. It hasn't popped down. I didn't do it correctly. But I didn't think about freezing
That's a
other
great
things.
idea.
Yeah, because then you could reuse them.
Yes.
It's
Yeah.
responsible, and you won't run out of Ziploc bags.
Yeah.
So do your kids like use Ziploc bags for everything?
Yes.
I don't know how to stop it. I've asked. I don't know, like you lock them up.
Well, and
Not the kids.
we
the
do
box
use them for
bags.
some things, like when they get a Lego set and they lose interest in building it halfway through, they'll put it in a Ziploc bag. But then sometimes I just find a bag that has like 4 toy cars and
Or
6
yarn.
markers.
A piece of yarn.
Yeah.
2 beads, like I actually could probably go find one very easily for you right
And
now.
they say it's my treasure. So now we just have a plastic bin that all of the Ziploc bags go in.
Yep. That's when I might consider using them. Like, oh, you put cars in this, we're gonna dump it out. That's where your fruit snacks are going tomorrow. Well, fruit snacks are pre-wrapped. That was a really bad example. Your cookies, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. So speaking of meal planning, we had one of our readers shared, who's also a friend of mine through another friend. On her Facebook page a long time ago, she shared this beautiful menu board that she had created, and it's a monthly calendar. It's a chalkboard that's magnetized, and she had these little round magnets that she wrote on dry erase, like an entree that she's gonna make a meal. And she has all the recipes off to the side, And at the beginning of a month, she goes through, she looks to see what night are we gonna have leftovers and puts those in, and what night are we gonna be at a restaurant and puts those in, and then fills in the blank with those recipes. And she says she had no idea that she had more than 20 recipes, because all of a sudden she had all these ideas and she had to order more of the magnets because she was so excited. So I'm going to share this in the comments right now. It would be really hard for me to show you on the screen, but she just had this rectangular chalkboard, again, that's magnetized, sitting around, and she was going to make, I think, a calendar, like an activities calendar out of it for her family. And she said it just sat around, and so then when she decided to make this menu plan, she was doing it on paper, and she felt like, what a waste, and she couldn't move things around easily. So in this case, like if there's a night that they don't follow through and create that recipe, she can move that magnet to another night or move it off the board and use it next month. It also shows her that they're not having Taco Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday all in the same week. Like she's able to spread that out and then also see what sort of meat she cooked, like ground beef with for 2 different meals that week. So it's really neat. I put it in the comments for y'all, and her name's Jennifer. We're so excited. This first piece that she wrote for Indie with Kids, and only because I just saw the picture and it was so cool. I haven't made it yet. I went online and I tried to find a chalkboard similar to hers so that I could recommend one to everyone, and I just couldn't find one. I would recommend checking Hobby Lobby. Another thing that I thought of afterwards, because you want it to be magnetized, that's kind of very important here. You could do it with a whiteboard that's magnetized as well, but you could go get a cookie sheet and paint it with that chalkboard paint, make your grid lines, and then use those magnets, and maybe even get a second cookie sheet to store those extra magnets on. The nice thing about her rectangular one was that it could store those ones right next to it. I'm going to put in a link, an affiliate link in the comments also, that shows you guys which magnets she purchased. They're like little buttons. They're dry erase. You can write on them. I'm also going to send you the link again to the ultra fine tip markers from not Sharpie. What are they? The Expo. Who makes those dry erase?
I think it's Expo.
Yes, it's Expo. So I'm going to send you that affiliate link and send that to you. Jennifer, who wrote the piece, said she likes my cookie sheet idea. So I messaged her beforehand. I was like, hey, is this at all, like, what, is this the same size as your calendar, or is this what you would say? She goes, yeah, it's very close, but this particular one that I found said that you couldn't use these wet chalk markers, which is another product that she recommends to make those grid lines, because they're chalk, but they're water-based, and so they still kind of stick on the chalkboard just in case. So it's a really good idea. I thought it was brilliant. I loved how she used what she already had around and then just bought those. And like I said, she said that she had to go and order more of those magnets because she had more recipes and more favorites that her family enjoyed than she really thought. So I really love that. So I put those links for you below. I think it is about time to take another call. I'm going to share a link. I'm sharing lots of links right now on Amazon. Oh, here, okay. The best tip for getting dry erase marker off of the dry erase, if it doesn't come off right away, is to just color over with fresh dry erase marker and it comes right off. That's true. Like at the beginning of the month with my dry erase board, I typically have to use I use Endust.
I use rubbing alcohol.
Okay, right. Yeah, and I actually did buy that, right? Since I had 3 of those giant ones, I might as well like really invest in it. So that is a really good tip. So I'm gonna give you guys a link. So I'm calling early because we're gonna do it giveaway. I love you guys. Hold on. If you're still there, alright. So this is a link to the Blue Sky Planner if you're interested in it. This is not the personalization one, but you can look through and pick exactly what you're looking for. Okay. We are going to Shannon. I know.
I'm not a this.
No, so what happened with this is that so I used last year, this was my planner. And then partway through the year, because I couldn't find it as much into the year as I wanted, I bought the ARC system from Staples, and it actually fits perfectly, well, almost perfectly in my ARC system. And then with this, I bought the special hole puncher so that I can create like my own menu plans or anything that I want and add it to this. So,
nice.
and I think a lot of them, like Plum Paper and Erin Condren, they will also stamp, like punch it for you this way and send it to you just kind of like that, so you can fit it into the system that you're using.
Reminds me of like a grown-up Traverse. It's like you put everything
I
in
picked
it.
out more grown up looking colors. I picked it. So let me show you what we're going to give you, and then we'll take a call. So be patient, everyone. Okay. This is 24 month creative planner, January 2007 through December 18. You get 24 month planner. You get a plastic band, which is so nice. I've seen people use like the hair headbands to kind of fold it back and keep their place in the month. You get 2 pocket folders. You get 2 list pads right here. You get 20 sheets of graph paper, 20 sheets of lined paper, and here's the big one, Crystal, 12 sticker sheets, and 75 rolls of washi tape, and 3 pens, and these are cute pens. They're ultra
really
fine.
cute.
So that's what we're giving away right now to our caller, 317-763-2489. If you get through, you get this. Okay, but here's the thing. We're going to have to meet up, so make sure that you live in Central Indiana, okay? I got to put that caveat. Don't call. Hang up if you don't live in Central Indiana.
Or you're not willing to drive here.
Or you're not willing to drive here, because we're going to have to meet up for this, okay? And if you miss out on this, don't worry. They were at Costco still. My friend Anne Marie called me one day. She's like, hey, will you take me to Costco? I don't have a membership because I really want that planner. I said, sure. So we went to Costco. She got the planner, and so does this person. Hey, you are live with India History 2.
This is Erin Carlson.
Hey, Erin Carlson, you have won the 24 planner from Happy Family Ideas.
Woo!
Okay, do you live in Central Indiana? Do you live in Central Indiana?
Yes.
Oh, thank goodness. Okay, because I'm not going to be able to ship this. I will drive it to you, or we will meet up for coffee or something.
Okay.
Send me a message on Facebook as a private message, and we'll figure something out sometime next week.
All right.
Awesome. So are you a new planner, or have you been planning for a while?
I've always been into planning and organizing, and I'm like just looking for fun ways to just try new things. So
You're going to love this.
I bet. It sounds great. And my daughter is very excited that I just won.
I thought I heard a second screamer. Did you hear that? I heard that. What's your daughter's name?
Her name is Gracie, and we are making friendship bracelets.
Hey, Gracie.
Hi, Gracie.
Hey, make your mom a pretty friendship bracelet to use as like a bookmark in this thing. Awesome. Well, you guys have a good night. Send me a private message, and if you would include your email and phone number, just so I have other ways to get a hold of you, that'd be awesome.
Okay, thanks.
All right. Thank you so much. Have a good weekend.
You too.
Bye.
What did you do?
What did you win? I don't know if you guys can hear the speaker. We tried really hard to make it so that you guys could hear this time. I don't know for sure if that's working, but it's really fun for us. That's all that I have as far as planners. Is there anything that you guys can think of that, like any resources for people? We heard about the Cozy app a little bit, COZI, as something for managing your family. We do dry erase, we do planners.
Yeah, I would just say YouTube and Pinterest are great if you are looking for something fun or creative. And then I will also give a shout out to planners can get really expensive. However, I'm a big fan of $20 Spot, where I got this and I got these really cute binder clips for stuff. So don't discount the dollar spot. If you're just getting into planning now, check clearance aisles.
And the
because-
Dollar Tree.
Yeah,
The
Dollar Tree too.
I think,
Yeah.
like some of my accessories in my planner are from the Dollar Tree. Some of
Yeah.
my stickers are from the Dollar Tree. They're not all $6 or $7 a sheet.
As we move into the new year, this stuff is going to start going on clearance. So
Yes,
Keep an
by
eye out.
February or March, they figure everybody has a planner that's going to want a planner, so they'll discount the January through December one. So definitely look at those. I think just some ways to like kind of get your schedule under control. I don't think we're all experts at that. I recommend using the kids' Facebook page. We have a great list that comes out every month. I have to do this shameless plug for you guys. In February, it's sponsored by Carter's Fun Place, and last month it was sponsored by the Five Seasons. But every single month we put out a list that's made by Carter that kind of tells you one thing to do every single day. You can also check out our calendar. I know that we just added like 100 new events the other day, and we're adding so many more as they're available. And then if you aren't into paper planning and you want to still make plans for your family, you can check out the free Indie with Kids mobile app. You're able to scoot ahead on the days and kind of see what's going on around your area. And then you can just attend those events. But always call ahead, especially with some of the weather that we've had, things have been canceled. So definitely call ahead, even if it's on the calendar, because there's no way we can personally follow up with all of those. But we really appreciate you guys tuning in, and next week we're gonna actually invite one of you guys to come and join us in the studio for a Facebook chat and be one of the people around our table, because we'd love to have some of you here. So I think we're gonna pop the pink Moscato, since we forgot at the beginning, and we've got these buffalo meatballs and pigs in a blanket. So
I've been resisting this
she
whole
has,
time.
we were there, but none of us wanted to eat and touch our planners. So thanks for tuning in, and we appreciate it. We'll talk to you guys later. Bye-bye. I'm gonna have to get up, which is so like I have to get up now that we said goodbye and go around and turn off the camera. We do not have a producer. We are low tech, but we have this fabulous planner that